Hello, ladies. How is everybody doing? Happy Monday. Let's take a few minutes to deep breathe. Seriously, I'm going to pin this really quick to the top of our Facebook group. Make sure you're there. Macro tracking and weightlifting for women. But seriously, take a few deep breaths, especially for women who are high achievers. Our stress can get so high. Not in a bad way, but just because we're doing all the things, right? Okay, good. Just been that. Good. All right, ladies. Well, let's talk through macro tracking. I know, especially in this group, we talk so deeply about macros and how they'll change your life and all these things. And we've been talking to some great women in the DMs, and we heard some other trainers saying, oh, you shouldn't macro track because of hunger cues, all these things. And everyone has a reason for saying something, right? And so I want to share why we believe macro tracking is absolutely superior for quality fat loss, which means, quality weight loss, which means fat loss, right? Not muscle loss. And why macro tracking is superior for muscle growth, okay? So I'm really actually just gonna go point by point of here's what tracking macros does. And then I'm actually gonna take a quick note too, and I'll share with you why that trainer said not hunger cues. Yeah, I'll share with you my response to that as well. So you guys can be very well educated, and then you can decide what your philosophy is, right? Okay, so I have lots of notes. So what does tracking macros do? Tracking the right macros and being consistent, right? That's always my assumption is you're on the right macros for you and you are as consistent as possible. Not perfect, but you're really diligent in hitting your macros, okay? So what does that do? It really provides you guaranteed results. It's so cool. Like it's literally guaranteed results. Let's say that you're on point with your macros, consistent weeks, and you're on the right macros. If you're not seeing results, what would be happening there? The first thing to check is, are you really consistent? Are you really compliant? That's the first thing to check. Sometimes you don't know what you don't know. The second thing to check is your bites, licks, and tastes. I'm totally going off my notes already. Your bites, licks, and tastes. Are those untracked? If so, that's your problem right there. Oh my gosh, it's crazy. It really does matter. It really does add up. It's worth it to put in the work the right way the first time rather than like half-assing it or quarter-assing it and then it just taking longer, right? Let's just get comfortable in our skin now. The other thing that does, you guys, is it just helps you create the right habits right off the bat versus like practicing half of the habits and then it's going to take longer because then you have to work through the other half of the habits, right? So track your habits. Okay. So it's really guaranteed results. So let's say another reason why maybe you wouldn't be getting results if you really were consistent and everything was on point. A, you may need a macro change, but B, the next thing I would really look at even before that is your steps. How many steps are you getting per day? Is there space to increase them? So space, right? So if you're at 5,000 steps, we really aim to get everyone at 10,000 steps if possible. It's a great number to hit, right? Not every woman is the same, so that does vary. But another thing to check is your stress levels, you guys. If your stress is like, if you were stressed 5 out of 7 days, 6, 7 out of 7 days, it's not your macros that need to change. Possibly it's your stress, right? So let's start putting stress relieving activities in, going for a walk, calling up your friend, chatting it out, reading the Bible for some of you, right? Doing yoga, like just something that can take your mind off of all the stress. Okay, so let me move on. So what else does tracking macros do? There's other things that I want to honor your time. So what else does tracking macros provide? You can control your rate of loss, your rate of fat loss, making it quality weight loss, right? If you're losing weight too fast, you guys, a lot of it is your muscle mass. Let's not do that, right? We just want to lose fat mass. At Queens of Iron, we have ladies lose about 1 pound per week. It's a super healthy and sustainable rate. Women who are over 200 pounds, sometimes 1.5 pounds is okay for you. If you're super close to your goal weight, like 5 to 8 pounds, you may be closer to the 0.5 pound loss, right? That's okay. But about 1 pound per week is an amazing rate of loss. If you're super compliant in your macros, your stress is low, like your habits are good, that should be what you're seeing every week for the most part. The scale fluctuates, but your measurements will show you your continued loss, which is really cool. Then you know, okay, is there anything I need to change? That's another thing macros does, you guys, is it gives you hard data. What are my measurements? What's my compliance? What's my stress? How much sleep have I been having? When you track that data, you know, oh, okay, with these macros, my body's doing this. You'll see the trends, right? Then you'll know, what is my body saying it needs? Do I need macro change? What do I need? What do I need? Or am I just losing weight? So tracking macros allows for hard data. Everything's controlled, right? As long as you're tracking everything. Then you can make decisions based on logic, right? Numbers versus emotions and how you feel. That is, it never works. We're women. We do not like feeling fluffy. So you know we're going to do more workout or less food or something, and it's not wise. Like, you should really make the decision on logic. Okay, what else does tracking macros give you guys? It helps you learn what living a healthy lifestyle looks like for you in different phases. In a deficit phase, right, of deficit, you are on lower calories. And so you're going to be eating higher volume foods. Like when you go out to eat, you might get a different type of salad every single time. I do. I like it. I like super delicious salads, dressing on the side, grilled chicken on top, or salmon, sometimes ahi tuna. They're amazing. And you get a lot of veggies in and a lean protein, right? But when you're in maintenance, you may get pasta. You know what I'm saying? And your habits need to be built in each. For those who have fat loss or have weight they want to lose or fat they want to lose, it's really important to learn how to live a fun, healthy, thriving life in a deficit without restricting yourself in terms of needing to stay home or in terms of like slashing your calories or not eating food groups or not eating stuff like that. But instead say, okay, what does a healthy, balanced lifestyle look like for me in a deficit? Now, here's an area that some women get tripped up because you're in the deficit, you totally achieve all your goals, right? Then you reverse diet, so you bring your calories up, teaching your body how to eat more and still shed fat, another benefit of macros, right? It helps create a lot of health to your metabolism, and it helps your body create a new set point. So if you're stuck at like 170 pounds and you really want to be at 135, you can get to 135, but then we need to make 135 your new set point. Physically, that's going to make it way easier to maintain your results long term. Mentally, how you maintain those results long term is through the habits, right? So you have habits in the deficit, crushing it. You have similar habits in the reverse. In the maintenance, ladies, women can backslide here if you don't also focus on like learning the maintenance too. Here's why. When you look and feel amazing in your body and you get more food to eat, that can be a slippery slope real quick, because you feel amazing. You look amazing, right? It's easy to go back to old habits because you can eat higher quality food, but you haven't practiced, higher calorie food, not quality. But you haven't practiced habits with higher calorie food in there. You know what I'm saying? And so we got to really focus on practicing those habits in maintenance, then wean off tracking macros, and you will be able to maintain your results forever. It's awesome. And if you start to see a slow backslide, track your macros for another like 3 days and be like, oh yeah, okay. And then you'll go back to your habits and you don't have to track again. Well, you can like every once in a while. I probably track, there's 365 days in the year. I probably track 50 for years now. And I love my body. Why? Because of habits, and physique shaping. Okay, so macros, guaranteed results, teaches you habits, teaches you your lifestyle, and gives you hard data so you can make logical decisions. But wait, there's more. So, oh yeah, a few other things I said with learning how to live a healthy lifestyle within your macros. It's like your food quality. So what you're putting in your body. If you're not tracking macros, I can't say for guarantee for everybody, but for many women, your food quality is not as good because your level of awareness is lower, right? You guys, tracking macros creates amazing level of awareness, which helps you unkink all the kinks, right? So again, it's faster results, more guaranteed results. But so food quality is like, instead of bread, you're eating like a spinach salad. You know what I mean? The food quality is higher, right? Food quality is super important. It helps you learn how to eat out. All or nothing, women, it helps you learn to relax because you're guesstimating when you're eating out. You're guesstimating at your event, at your friend's house, at this, at that, at that, at that, right? So it's helping you learn how to be calm and control your controllables rather than needing to control everything. And that's part of the mindset development. You guys, there's so much unseen mindset development in all this. It's covered in it all. Like, it's not just about macros, right? What else does living the lifestyle help you with? Balancing and spacing your meals, how to eat around your workout, working in alcohol, working in play foods, helping you live a normal life and still hit your goals. What else does, why else are macros superior, ladies? You can successfully reverse diet, which I already shared with you, more health to your metabolism, eat more, still shed fat, create a new set point. You have hard data. You have way more control over your body and your life, right? Because you understand what are the proper habits for you. You understand what are the proper portion sizes for you, not out of a way to restrict yourself, but out of a way to learn how to take care of your body, right? Because overeating isn't self-care, you guys. Taking care of our bodies is actually self-care. Working in play foods is very good for sure for mental health, but binging on those types of foods is not. But it's that comfort you're seeking. So where can we help you find that comfort elsewhere? Like walking, like yoga, like talking to a friend, talking to your trainer, right? So do you see what I'm saying? It's like there's just so much mindset around it. Macros helps you pick that out because let's say you're only compliant, let's say 4 out of 7 days. What are we going to do? We're going to say, Michelle, amazing job. Crushed it. 4 days. Like, that's really fantastic. What happened the other 3 days, right? Just so we can help. And then she's going to say, this happened those days. It's like, oh, okay, let's dive into that. So it's creating strategy around what messed you up to put systems in place. But what really comes up is, but why did you do that habit? Not as a bad girl, but as a, hey, let's see if we can fulfill that need you're feeling, but not with food, not with alcohol, right? Not with being sedentary. What can we fill that with instead? Oh my gosh, you actually just need to talk to your partner. You know what I mean? So it's amazing how much is pulled up. Okay, here's what happens. Ladies, I'd love to know your thoughts too. Any questions or comments, please always feel free to share. I'd love to hear from you. Without tracking your macros or tracking the wrong macros for you, what does that cause? Now, we definitely have clients that do not track macros. They mindfully eat for one reason or another. Can you get great results not tracking your macros? Of course you can. There are many ways to skin the cat. Can you get more dialed in, more accurate results tracking your macros? Of course. Can you get more accurate everything tracking your macros? Of course, right? Just like tracking your finances. So this is not everybody, but for the majority of women, not tracking or tracking the wrong macros is a ton of trial and error. It's wasted time, possibly damaging your metabolism more, right? If you're eating super low calories or not eating throughout the day and then eating a ton at night. Wasting time that we have to redo later on, right? Those ladies, you guys who are doing fad diets and things like that, it takes time to totally bring your metabolism back to full health. It definitely takes time, mentally and physically, right? So it's like, let's not keep doing the damage and then it's longer time to undo it. Let's just nip it in the bud, right? Do it the right way now. No guaranteed results, things like that. Okay, so I actually wanted to show you, we don't have, I think this is actually, I meant to pull it up, guys, sorry. This is our very first client we've ever had, or we've ever done a transformation on in maintenance, and she like barely tracked her macros. And I thought it was so cool. And so I actually just want to show you, and partly to show you what you can really do with your body. But it does take the right lifting routine always, right? Obviously. So I want to show you, I am going to show a butt. So if you don't want to see a butt, please close your eyes. Okay, hold on. Let me pull up. Yeah. So this is Katie. She is a plastic surgeon, so she's constantly on her feet, extremely busy. This was working out 3 times per week, barely tracking her macros, just mindfully eating, and that's what she could do. Look at the body confidence in that woman. I'm like, yes. This was, I think, last week. Where's her? Oh, I don't have her back photo pulled up. Oh, yeah, I think I do. Yeah, it's right here. Isn't that so cool, you guys? So there's really so much that can happen. And tracking the right macros only amplifies that, which is super cool. But you can still achieve a lot of great results with that. Okay, great. All right, ladies, what questions do you have? What do you think about that? What came up for you when I shared about that? I'd love to know. And I want to remind you that we have a free masterclass this coming Tuesday, so a week from tomorrow. And we're going to really help you learn how to sculpt your body to look and feel how you want it to create those really healthy habits, and just help you create a lifestyle and a body that you can sustain for the rest of your life with peace and freedom. I think that's the best way to put it. We're all about whole foods and weightlifting and getting all the fat off through nutrition and macros, building and shaping your body through weightlifting, and then teaching you how to sustain it through lifestyle. Cool. All right, ladies, if you're interested in that, just comment invite below and we'll get you in there. Awesome. You guys, I hope you love this video. Have a wonderful day. I'm going to go to the gym. Even though I don't really feel like it, I'm going to go anyway. And I hope you do too. See you guys.